Brian Henry Rowe was born on May 6, 1931, in London, England. Educated at a technical school, young Brian Henry Rowe proved to be a good athlete, excelling in cricket and football, and drawing. In 1955, Brian received his Bachelor of Science degree in Mechanical Engineering from King's College, Durham University, with honors. One of the luckiest events in his life had occurred when he and Jill Trapp of London exchanged marriage vows. By 1956, he had become an advanced design engineer in de Havilland's rocket division and began wondering about his future in aviation. He saw an ad in the British publication Flight for engineers to come and work in America for an engine company in the Midwest. Upon coming to General Electric aircraft engines, Brian was assigned to the Flight Propulsion Laboratory Division and worked on GE's advanced engine technology. By 1960, Brian had been awarded 7 patents. Brian moved quickly through the organization, becoming the CF6 project manager in 1967. This was significant because with the Douglas DC-10, Boeing 747, and Lockheed L-1011, the wide-body race was on. The question was, whose engines would be on the aircraft? GE rose to the challenge and entered the commercial business in grand style when the first McDonnell Douglas DC-10, powered by the GE CF6-6, was rolled out in July 1970. The DC-10 was the first commercial airliner ever to roll out under its own power. GE was solidly back in the commercial engine business. When Brian became Chief Executive Officer in 1979, his philosophy became the GE philosophy, that the customer is more important than anything else, and customer service has to be number one. Brian adopted a concept of walking the shop and added his own touches, such as holding dialogue meetings with 10 or 15 people from different parts of the organization once or twice a month. As the 1980s began, General Electric's aircraft engine business had a new goal for the decade: industry leadership. GE engine sales grew from $675 million in 1966 to $2 billion in 1986. From 1980 to 1992, with Brian and his team in place, sales went from $2 billion to $7.4 billion. Under Rowe's leadership, GE had come from a distant third in market share in the early 80s to a clear leader by 1990. GE has developed a number of partnerships and alliances which have made GE a world leader today. Through Brian's vision, GE introduced new products and technologies which have set new standards for safe and economical air travel. Brian has faced many challenges in his 40 years in aviation. It may be that the one he tackled in his final year as chairman of the board of GE Aircraft Engines is his most notable. The GE90, the largest high-bypass turbofan ever conceived, is the first engine completely developed with commercial funding. Targeted to power the super wide bodies of the 90s and beyond, the GE90 incorporates advanced technology, being energy efficient, with a new engine design, making it quieter and producing less noise than any of its predecessors. The GE90 already has orders to power 72 Boeing 777 aircraft. Brian not only has a big smile, he has a big heart as well. He has given of his time and energy to many community activities. He chaired the 1988 United Way fundraising campaign. He is a fellow of the Royal Aeronautical Society and American Institute of Aeronautics and Astronautics, and a member of the National Academy of Engineering. He was awarded the Légion d'honneur by the French government in 1985. Mr. Rowe has been involved with a great many community organizations, as well as receiving numerous honors for his lifetime achievements. Mr. Rowe is a member of the Board of Directors of Fifth Third Bank, Cincinnati, Ohio, Stewart and Stevenson Services Incorporated, Houston, Texas, Atlas Air Incorporated, Golden, Colorado, and BE Aerospace, Wellington, Florida. Brian retired from GE Aircraft Engines in December 1994. Brian Rowe, a man with the highest integrity and strongest values, who knows how to treat people with dignity. He took GE to industry leader, building a multi-billion-dollar business.